Hi, I'm Abby Welch, and I've been coming to Christ Church for about a year now. So growing up, I was taught that on Sundays you go to church, and that usually was just my mom and my siblings, and my dad stayed at home until actually one day he started coming with us. And as he started coming with us, it was a very obvious change in who he was as a person. I started seeing him reading his Bible more. I could see the difference in my parents' relationship, and he was just a completely different person, the same but better. And it was pretty awesome to see. And I would say that's probably my first example of what it looks like to have God change your life. As we were still going to church and my dad had gotten saved, Thanksgiving morning, he was hit and killed by a drunk driver in a hit and run. And through all of that, as an 8-year-old and me trying to understand what was going on, I was very driven to get saved because that's how I was going to see my dad again in heaven one day. But there was still some resentment and some anger towards God that followed me up until I was an adult. And then I met my husband, and he started dragging me to church with him. And he was understanding and patient, and didn't want to push me to a place to where I was uncomfortable, because I had a lot of shame based on me moving away from church in general, and my still healing from trying to understand really what had happened and why someone who was in such a good place with God could be taken from their family at such a young age, and what that did to me as a person, and not really understanding it yet. I didn't want to change, and so I didn't want to go with him, and just did it to kind of save face and make sure that we were good. Wanted to make my boyfriend at the time happy, and slowly but surely, everything that I thought about the people in church or God and everything that came with that, my heart started to soften. And I don't think it was until I had my kids that I really understood what it meant to have unconditional love or show someone unconditional love. And I don't really think I understood what God's love meant. Somehow, some way, Gentry convinced me to take this rooted class at a church we had just started going to in the middle of us having a newborn and a toddler, and it changed my life. During Rooted, you have to think about what your story is, and you talk about it with the people that are in your Rooted group. And as I was thinking about mine, I realized that my reasons of getting saved felt very selfish and self-serving, and I felt like I needed to do it again. I was in a different place. I understood more of what it meant to have a relationship with Christ, and I felt like I needed to rededicate my life to Jesus and get baptized.